All right, hello everyone. We are back. Hello, Mira. Mira, I see you are back. Being a mini cat. All right, so we're in Alpus right now. We're learning about Hermes, Medion, Entelechyes, and Dynamis, previously referred to as Akasha by the Thavnarian people. Their greatest contribution. This will possibly be the last 30 minutes of today's stream. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it, even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. The personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he could be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? What do you specialize in? Oh ho! You wish to know why Emet-Selch was chosen for the convocation? I should be glad to share the tale. Ahem. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we're to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Rude. I'll tell you the tale when we're away from his sensitive ears. Thanks, Hythlodaeus. What now? I want to learn about the convocation. If you would accompany us, I suppose you should at least know that much. The Convocation of 14 is a governing body that determines myriad policies. Our goal is to ensure that all is right in creation, that our star may know a brighter future. As the name suggests, the Council is comprised of 14 entities, each of which is held by individuals chosen for their surpassing abilities. Depending on the office, one is required to be either an authority in a certain field or possess skills that would facilitate the performance of other stipulated duties. The former category includes matron, specialist in aquatic life, logryph, specialist in terrestrial life and husbandry, helmuret, specialist in fungal and plant life, emerolith, specialist in medicine and healing, and La Habrea, specialist in creation magics, who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category, there is Altima, advocate of the arts, Igeorm, champion of the enlightenment and rhetoric, Pastora, preserver of discipline and order, Emet-Selch, keeper of the ethereal realm or underworld in the vernacular, Fandaniel, pursuer of extant phenomena, and Azem, traveler of the world and counselor to the people. What? Should I be revealing such details to you? Don't be silly. Even children know this much, and you would do well to remember it all. So some of those names you guys actually might remember. Igeorm being one that was killed by us. La Habrea also was killed by King Thornton. You guys should recognize La Habrea. Mitron and Logrif were the two in charge of destroying the first, but failed. Well, in a manner of speaking. And Entelechy or no, we're friends in thinness. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released onto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring too well. The Charybdis. That is what we shall tend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main aisle and head north. Literally everyone enjoys trolling Emet-Selch, got it. Hythlodaeus and Emet-Selch are best friends, and as kind of been inferred, they are also really good friends with Azem. Now, we don't know who Azem is, other than we have the same color soul as them, so we're kind of using them as a scapegoat to be here, where we just tell everyone that we're a familiar of Azem's. Azem is the one hijacking us? What do you mean? Why is the blue one blue and shiny? You're looking for Honeybee Lovely Body Pillow, and this site had all the FF14 babes, and it had the cat lady from Shadowbringers, and also Hythlodaeus was in the girls section. Oh no, poor Hythlodaeus. There is a slight difference in etheric balance between these and Charybdises. By this, it may be assumed that they aren't the original creations, but their offspring. A serpentine bird or a winged snake? I understand there's a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charybdis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. The third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water. Its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished, and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we cannot get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such a change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With the etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet, it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I will transform and fly with it, helping it manipulate the wind until it finds its wings. What? You need to go to such lengths? You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around itself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet, convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless. Shameful. You might understand you make a habit of this. Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may... Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet-Selch, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? The thing that helped you with the convocation lore is that they're more titles than names. Exactly. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. So the Convocation of 14 don't really answer to each other so much as, or have a leader, so to speak, but a lot of them, I get the feeling, do kind of look to Emet-Selch given his presence. It's hilarious that Hythlodaeus can just, order him around. Also, Carbuncle, why are you in Hermes' robes? The fuck, man? Did you drink too many potions again? We must help the Charybdis to fly, or else they will all die. Such bother when we could simply begin anew, but I shall defer to the chief overseer. Hythlodaeus is a man of ideas. I wonder what he has thought up of this time. Emet-Selch is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. A stroke of genius, really. We have Emet-Selch train the Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents, and with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Mira, I want you to go to Emet-Selch and tell him you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. I love that Hythlodaeus basically treats Emet-Selch like he's the warrior of light, and that he gets him to do every fucking thing. And he really did go far. Fuck you, PT. Alpha and a small bitch jumped to a carbuncle to drink. I don't know if that was it. But it was funny, we were looking at the potion usage yesterday, and we found that Carbuncle used 3 potions while everybody else used 2. Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? Alright. Let's say, I have a favor to ask about the destruction of Piamet. Oh, no, you don't! I'm not lifting a finger. Oh, he doesn't want to get involved. Hi, Mira. What's up? Ugh, I don't know what Hythlodaeus is up to, but I will not be made to know. I refuse. Let's say, please, Emet-Selch. Would you see to the total destruction of Piamet?
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last. I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-Selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow. Her antics irritate Emet-Selch to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine hereon. Why don't you go and signal to Emet-Selch? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Ooh, lots of lore information there. Okay, what do you have to say, Hythlodaeus? If I didn't know any better, I'd say Emet-Selch is enjoying himself. Not that he'd ever deigned to admit it. Look, Miro! Look how well the Charybdis flies! It's flying. It's really flying as if it were born to do so. Thank goodness. Emerging from his reverie, Emet-Selch notices you and begins to descend with the Charybdis. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Miro and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will have need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive! I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies! Indeed, with this we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion, if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we would guarantee the anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Hermes. I'm fine. Don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnorisis for now. Fuck, that's a word. Anyway, as you can see, Emet-Selch gets, not Emet-Selch, Hermes gets rather upset at the suggestion of getting rid of a concept. To put it lightly. Apparently Laughing Boulder misses Lamp. Oh, they're over here. Oh, they were already up inside. Bed. All the creations are happy! That makes me happy too. Now you've seen what I do. Was it everything you were expecting? I thoroughly enjoyed myself. At the end, most of all. He had a happy ending. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done what an impediment to our business. Yay, pants! Mira's watching the game. Wait until he finds out Hungry Hippo dismantled 2 creatures on a molecular level just to make clothes for you that I'm not even wearing anymore. Ether to ether. Are you watching? Hello, mini cat. Tell me, Miro, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far. But I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis. Dynamis seems promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I've found it yet. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what a good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lycaon. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release it for observation than it set upon the nearby Occupides, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Occupides were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lycaon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where's the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. Are you to make your way? You should see it on your left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes? Wait! This man just... Alright. See ya. If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Look, Emet-Selch grand. So what exactly is going off over just to the left, he says. That kind of reminds me of the Feylands with the weird, like, little tree ornament, the butt plug trees that you see along the way. The random people harvesting. We're fine. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. The occupant is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land. Yet they didn't stand a chance against the Lycaon. A fearsome beast, this Lycaon, but where is it now? The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. A Lycaon was indeed responsible. But the creature's nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go seek him out there. Emet-Selch and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lycaon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Miro. Come, come! It's down this path and over the bridge. The occupant... Okay, he's not gonna say anything different. Over in this area... Oh, look, I'm riding a Monoceros. Anyway, over in this area, there's these weird Adrians. I'm pretty sure these are new to this expansion, but they may have been in Eureka or Bajja. They may have been somewhere else too. Oh, look, there's the Griffin. Grips. There it is! The 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Alright. Medion is accompanying me. And this has been a long time since we've heard this music. If you're with Medion, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Oh, I see. We have some similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Not a dark-haired man. This guy's name is Hippotho. Or Hippotho. Doros! That's Doros! Well now, if it isn't Medion, what brings you here? Like it's Doros? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lycaons, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Catesis. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that a Lycaon slaughtered Occupites. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion they are not fit to be released? Aye, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycaons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them and all exhibit the same tendencies. Even when we use Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Or Kairos. Kairos. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories, that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pastora may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand, the manipulation of a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycaons have. Before we seal their fate, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion that Emet-Selch may better carry out his duties? By all means. Right, show them to the meeting room. Horny, like I want a bone. To man, other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Alright, we'll pick up this quest, and that'll probably be the last thing we do for today, guys. I know today we didn't do a whole lot, like, combat-wise, but we're making pretty good progress, and we got a lot of story to go through here, which I love. A sentimental gift. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Medion, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Miro. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Medion in your care again? I mean, you're dead, if you'll excuse me. You may not be wrong on that assessment. What did we just get? We're at a sentimental gift. So we're gonna be getting this ether right here, and then this will be where we're done for today. We are 45% done. But believe it or not, it doesn't sound like a lot, but there's not that many quests between now and the end of the expansion. It's just they're trying to tell a lot of story here because they want to end the storyline that we're on. So, YouTube, thank you very much for viewing.